Right, hi everybody and welcome back to LUNDY'S WILDCAMP stroke Bushcraft. And as you can see, I'm back out at camp. Alright, I've got the fire area just to the right of us, and as you can see behind us, I've got a 3x3 camo tarp set up. It's just to give us a bit of shelter in case it rains, something to work under and do me bits and pieces. I'm not sure if I'm going to be sleeping under it like that tonight, but I've only got a bivvy bag with us and my air mat. Alright, and a tarp. I haven't brought a hammock or anything with us. The video previous to this, I've just come straight from doing a hot tent camp. Alright, but I've left all that stuff in the car. And the idea is I want to make a platform to be able to lie on, sit on, make some sort of frame that I can put a tarp over the top of it. It's a bit of a makeshift shelter really, so I'm just debating whether to put it in front of the fire area, because I think it would be a good place to put it, or to put it where I camp in my hammock to one side. But I think I'm gearing more to putting it next to where we sit for the fire, because if I come up by myself or Roney comes up by himself, we can sleep on that in front of the fire, and I think it'll be a good addition to the little fire area. Right, well, as you can see, I've been cutting a lot of bits down. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bits at the minute. Okay, to make the base of the bed. So basically all I'm doing is I've practically de-limbed them in any way, but all I'm doing now is I'm just going quickly through them, taking off all the bits, making it nice and flat as possible. Alright, and then also try and take off any bark that's on there, because underneath the bark, alright, there's some little bits. Let's see if I can find any. Best to debark them in any way because it preserves the wood a bit. Right, underneath sometimes you get little spikes like them there. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. There's like little spikes and all that underneath. And the last thing you want to be doing is putting your air bed on something like that, and it'll just go straight through it. So what I'm doing is just getting all the bits like that, nice and flat. Alright, all the bark gone, things like that. Alright, sorry I'm off camera there I think, but yeah, basically this is the tedious part of the wood prep. Alright, making sure you've got it all nice and smooth, getting all the bits and pieces off, getting all the bark off and everything. I've still got to debark a couple of the ones that I've got down on the ground there, but it's getting there like, so just got to keep at it till I've got enough wood, and then I can start building. Alright, so I just thought I'd bring it along just to show you what I'm getting up to. Now you see on the bits of wood there, you can see where all the branches have actually come through. Alright, so you need to get them all gone, make sure it's all nice and flat. Alright, so you can run your finger across. Alright, and then a bit further down. But as you can see, I was talking about little spikes and all that. There's little spikes here and there, just little bits that grip onto the bark for some reason. I don't know where it is, like, but in any rate, I'm waffling. So I'm just going to crack on and I'll catch you. Right, hi everybody. Well, it's been a little while since I last spoke to you, but it's only been a couple of seconds for yourselves. What I've been doing is I've been prepping everything ready, so all I've got to do now is assemble my bed. So I'll just quickly show you and talk you through what I've done. Okay, first of all, we've got the actual bed itself, so that's the whole lot there done. I've got thick logs on the outer side, and then they're going taper and then going to thin ones, so it'll give it like a bucket effect, which will stop this falling off the edges, fingers crossed. Then The next part I've got here, all these beams here, I'm going to make 2 little walls either side of the bed. And these bits here, I've just got to put points on them, and these bits are my stakes, just to keep the wall bits open, up, and put some along the sides of the actual bed itself. But as you look from here, this is where I always put my ridge line, okay? So that's dead centre of where I want to be. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to see, I can't remember which way the wind goes. I think the wind comes from that direction, from the right hand side. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to see if I can smash a bit of this rotten log away from here, and I want to build the bed so it's slightly over from the ridge line, so I can always have the bed there, but I can always come and actually put my hammock there as well. And then if I've got my hammock there, the bed will be there, and anyway I can just use that to pour my gear on. So then that's a win-win situation, isn't it? So I've got 2 different ways of camping in my spot. Right, hi everybody, it's 25 to 3, it's starting to get dark in the woods already, so I'm having to put some lights on just to make sure it's light enough for you to see. Okay, so what I've done is, I've had some food and some drink and that, and I didn't bore you with that because you have all seen us eating noodles and pilchards and that before. But here we go, here's the bed, alright. So I'm just laid this out for now, just to see roughly what the size of it's going to be, alright. Now what I'm going to do is, obviously it's a little bit slopey, so I'm going to have to chock the front end up, alright, and the bottom end, just to make sure I keep the bed straight, because we have got a bit of a slope. I've also got my spade around somewhere here, so I'm going to try and cut a few little channels in, just to try and get it looking a bit better like. But that's the initial layout of the bed in any weight. So I've got my stakes and everything all sharpened up, ready to go. So I think I'm quite happy with the placement of the bed, because I want the backdrop coming down this side. As you can see, I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera, but I've chopped loads of the old stump away from there. So that's happy days like. It's just because me centre line, me ridge line comes right down to here, so it stands like here where I am now with a spade. So I'm going to have at least a quarter of the top coming over to the front. That'll give us a little protection from the elements. But I'm just thinking, if I drop the top right down, the back end of the top will go down to the ground, and I'll still have like a half a top at the front of us as well, so it'll be a perfect little shelter, because I'm not going to go any higher than about here for the bed, just something that's like at a nice height to sit on, yeah, so I can use it as a seat and I can use it as a bed, and that's the way I'm looking at it like. So I just need to chalk this end up and this end up to bring it level, because it's a bit winky wonky. I'm going to stop waffling and I'm just going to get on with it. Alright. Right, I didn't bring this back for the assembling of the bed because it's getting pitch black now. I just wanted to get it done and dusted. But let's take a look at what I've done. I still need one bit. So as you can see, this is the perfect height for sitting on. So this is going to be ideal, this like, absolutely ideal. And it's really, really comfortable as well. Really comfortable. It feels nice and flat. There's no bits sticking in it because I've really took time doing the wood and everything, but obviously I misjudged it. I need one more bit to go on the end, so possibly a thinner bit. Oh, I'll tell you what though, all this sawing and chopping steamy back in, and but it's looking really good. The floor was a bit dodgy in parts for getting the spikes in to the ground. But as you can see, all I've done is made 2 little walls either side, and the front parts of these 2 have been lifted up with little chocks underneath. So that's it, perfect like. It's ready there to go for tonight. Yeah, but it's time's getting on now, isn't it? It's now 4:15. So I need to get my arse in gear, like, because I'm not even set up. I'm not set the social area up or anything. So I've got a few hours, like, because I'm not cold, so I don't need to put a fire on. I only need a fire on for an hour or so before I start cooking. And I'm not going to be cooking until later on tonight. And anyway, when Roney finishes work, he's not going to get out about 9 o'clock. So I don't need to have the meal ready for until about 9ish, because he needs to get set up and things as well. So I can play around with my setup and do the social area, which is going to be easy in any rate. But that's me bed. Happy days, like. So I think I'll go and cut another log and get that put on. Or should I just leave it like that? Right, I don't know. I'll make my own decision. But as you can see, I've got my kit everywhere now, so I need to get organised. I need to drop this tarp a little bit and then get it into position, ready for sleep mode. So I'll bring this back when I get that set up. Alright? Right, the time's now 5:15 at night, and as you can see, I'm all set up. Alright, so I've got my 3x3 camo tarp. Alright, and I've only got one like section going at the front because the bed's way back in any weight. And as you can see, it gives us plenty of room at the back, and all I've got to do is sort all that ground out, get it a bit more better. I might even make a wooden platform on the ground, and then I'll bet use that to store my kit so it's out the way, like my Bergen and that. Alright, it's attached up onto a tree, pulling the back end out nice and tight, giving us plenty of room in the back there. I've got some big wooden stakes in the centre and at the ends at the back there that I've hammered into the ground. Alright, and as you can see, I've got my bivvy bag and that on there. It's just the right width for now, but I think I'm definitely going to add another couple of bits to the other side. Hopefully it doesn't move through the night, because if it does, I'll be falling on the ground. But yeah, I'm happy with that, like, well happy with it. So yeah, I've had some right incidents. I think I've just got claret on my nose still. I'm trying to pull a stick out the ground, my nose just started pissing the blood. So not fun, like. I've got blood everywhere. There's blood all over me sleeping kit and everything. So in any way, enough worrying about that. Now I've got to get the shelter set up for the social area, just for a quick tarp configuration up, I think. I can't be bothered piss farting around with everything else. And then I've still got a few hours, like, and I'm enjoying myself. Nah, I do. I love building little things, having little projects, trying to work out different ways of putting tarps and things. And it gets you buzzing, like, especially when the outcomes that's going to be my sleeping area for tonight. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Yeah, I think that'll probably be a thumbnail. Definitely. Lovely, jubbly. But as you can see, underneath the bed, there's loads of room underneath the bed as well. So if I wanted to, I could just store stuff underneath there as well. And that's happy days, like. So fingers crossed, it's comfortable tonight, and I'll sleep alright. But the thing is as well, I know I'm going on a bit here, like, but the thing is as well, this is my ridge line, okay, so I've got a good foot away from the ridge line, so when I hide my hammock up, my hammock will come slightly down. I always get in and out on this, on the right hand side in any weight, so the left hand side can be used to put all my stuff on. If I bring my hammock, I can use it as a storage area for putting my stuff on, keep everything off the ground. So as you can see, I've got stuff scattered all over the trees and everything at the minute. So if it was raining, I'd be knackered, like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start storing away some stuff, get tied up. I've got bits of wood to pick up and put over for the fire area, a bit more wood to process as well. So it's all systems go. Roney's going to be walking into a camp all set, ready. All he's got to do is hide his hammock and tarp up. Lucky fucker, isn't he? Lucky. Here's me, slaving over a hot stove all day. Nah, I'm only kidding. Yeah. So I'm happy with that. Might have to build a shelter to go around it now. Nah. I don't think I'm going to do that. I might make some little frames, like little tripods to put on each end, and then do some sort of configuration like that rather than the ridge line. But no, I'm quite happy with the way it is, to be quite honest. Anyway, I need to get a bit more graft up and get some tidying up done, get a bit of fluids down my neck, and catch us in a bit. Bastard. Oops. Oopsie daisy. As you can see, I'm doing a little bit of wood prep. I've already done that lot down there. Alright, so I've done all that there. I've got all that. There's that left from my last camp. I've got some more wood to collect and chop up over the back end there. And that's it really. Time's getting on now, like. Yeah, time's definitely getting on. It's getting late. So I need to start getting the fire prepped, getting the fire on, ready for cooking food. It's 7:30. So I'll tell you what, it's time for beer o'clock. Oh, hey, the camera. Oh, where yous? Can't see yous. Let's get me gloves off there. Hey, I'll tell you what, I'm knackered. I've never stopped all day. I'm busy, 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 busy. I think that'll be enough wood to get me through the night, like. And probably a bit left over, to be honest. But it's all going, this bushcrafting malarkey, like, building stuff and prepping wood and cooking and looking after yourself. But it's bloody good fun. It certainly is. Cheers, everybody. It's my first can tonight. Like I said, what time is it? I've just said the bloody time now. Oh, it's 7:30. 7:30, eh? God. It is black as a witch's tit in here. I can't see anything anywhere. I can't even see my shelter that I've built. Well, my bed and my top. I can't even see that. I'll tell you what though, it's warm when you're working. I got a little bit chilly earlier on. I sat and had 5 minutes. I mean, what these stains are on my t-shirt. I need to bring a spare outer t-shirt like there is. I've got a spare t-shirt in my Bergen. I'm going to put that on tonight before I go into bed, because this one's absolutely minging, this black one. Like, it's had snot wiped on it, it's had all sorts of crap on it, but it's all good fun, isn't it? Cheers again. Oh, I tell you what, like, having that noodles and pilchards and that, it boosted us up a little bit. Like, that was my first meal today. I didn't have any breakfast. The steak I had last night was just unbelievably tasty and very, very filling, especially with all the tatties and the tomatoes. But if you don't know what I'm on about, go and check out my latest video. It would have been out last week. Alright, I think I've already put the link in the description, but if you want to go and check it out, go and check it out. Hot 10 by a river. But aye, anyway, I'm going to sit and chill out for a bit, and then do a little bit more wood prep. I'll not do it on camera, as it gets a bit tedious seeing too much bloody wood prep, doesn't it? Right, well, it's time to get the fire started. Roney's at camp. He must have overshot the location a bit, but it is black as a witch's tit out there, like. But he's here now, and he's getting set up. So we're just going to get the fire going. I'm just going to make sure I'm in shot, and it's an easy start again for the fire. We've got me very special fire lighters. There's times and places to bushcraft, and I can't be arsed. I've been bushcrafting all day, haven't I? Building. So I'm just going to start putting a couple of little thin bits of this up that I've chopped. Hopefully it feels nice and dry inside, like. So hopefully it should take. If it doesn't, then we're going to be knackered. But I can hear a little pop, crackle and snap, crackle and pop at the minute. So that's happy days. Nope, it's all falling over. Yeah, that's going to go on. Try not to smother the fire though. A little bit of wood prep works a treat. Ooh, that's got a smell in it. Can't see the fire, can't you? Aye, look at that, man. Great little things there, man. Always carry a little bag of them in my fire kit, as well as inner tubes and that. It just works a treat, doesn't it? What we'll do is we'll get that down there. Got these little bits that I sawed off from when I was cutting my angles for me steaks and that. So we'll just get them put in. We'll just let the fire take its course. So that's it, all done and dusted. Turn my light off. Snap, crackle and pop. Happy days. Good sound, that. I wonder if Roney's going to take over the cooking. I think I'll give it a go myself, like, and see what he thinks. But anyway, yeah, if he takes over the cooking, happy days for me, like. There you go. The fire's kicking in. You can hear a little bit of the fire. That's the water in the wood, but it's getting there. That's happy days. Right, I'll bring you back when I get started on the cooking. Let's get the fire going first, eh? Well, here he is, look. It's Roney Meister, and he's got himself set up now with his hammock and that. He's come straight over. I've had the fire on, obviously, and he's come over and got straight stuck into cooking my tea. He's a good lad. Because he's done a... Aye, well, we're having a chicken casserole stroke stew. And I tell you what, he's cooked it totally different to the way I would have done it. Like, I would have just hid it out in the pan and one go, me.
You can.
But anyway, what he's done is he's chopped up an onion, chopped up some potatoes, fried them off, and then he's added a small bottle of white wine, and then he's added the bag of veg, which I brought a kilo bag. So there's like half of it gonna be put out for the animals in the morning, and then some tatties I had left over from last night, he's put that in as well. And then some stock cubes and some oxo cubes, and we're going to let that soak in and go to the boil for a bit. And then we've got some chicken with some, I marinated it with some garlic paste, so that's been marinating for over 24 hours now. And then we're going to put that in, let it all cook, and then stuff our faces.
We've got to fry some, well, not fry, sorry, cook off some bread yet.
Aye. Roney's brought some bread in, so that's alright, like. So I'll see how much I get and eat the meat, because I didn't eat much last night. But
Alright,
hey, that steak was massive, mate, I tell you. I just couldn't eat it all. I was absolutely gutted. But anyway, he's back out in a boot.
Aye. Late entry.
It was him that was wandering through the trees with his torch and all that. Must have been talking to himself, because I thought I heard two voices.
I was geographically embarrassed, so what I did was I basically headed to somewhere that I knew was a definite location, which was something I'm not going to say because that'll give away, could give details of our location. But once I hit that, I basically used it as a handrail. And then basically I knew I had to get up to a certain elevation, which I did. And then from that point, I had to just walk back on myself. So although that sounds totally shite to me, and I didn't understand what I just said, it worked anyway. I'm here.
Aye.
So, yes, do you want to see? Yes. So obviously, like, so if you get all these posh people, and I've just come out, like, obviously you saw, like, some of me lager last week. So obviously, like, I've got some Roney merch, so I thought I'd, like, introduce it to you.
Pull your t-shirt doing. Pretend I'm a cabbage.
You know, so, like, gotta
right.
move with the flow.
Right, so if anybody's interested in a t-shirt, just let me know. Roney can deal with that though, not me.
Aye.
Right, and anyway, I'm going to sit down, finish off my can, and talking about sitting down, my chair sunk, right, and I've lost one of my feet in the ground, and I kind of find I've been digging it up with my hands. I couldn't find anywhere, so I've had to put my silver mat on the floor, and then to stop the leg going through that, I've had to put my pilchards tin at the bottom of it, but it's working.
Something fishy going on there.
Aye, something fishy going on. But you can see the mud on the leg there, where it's sunk right the way up to the hilt, like. But aye, unless you've got a mat on the bottom like Roney's, then you got these chairs in here. I think that's why I made a bushcraft chair, like. But we took it down anyway, and see you later. Right, well, our food is finally done. It's after 12 o'clock at night, and this is going to be me first. I'm just going to tuck me softy jacket. I put my softy jacket on. It's bloody freezing. But anyway, I'm really looking forward to tasting this. We've got some breads as well. Oh, aye, that's lovely, that, like, isn't it? Oh.
Fine, give it the flavour.
Mmm. So we'll find a little bit of chilli flakes in there as well, just a tiny bit. Some herbs and spices, some sea salts as well, just to give it that extra little bit of a taste. And I must say, it's bloody delicious. I'm going to have a little bit of this bread. Just give it a little bit of a dunk. Oh, it's got a nice crunch on the outside. It's like an armadillo. Crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside. Anyway, me and Roney are going to sit and relax in front of the fire for a few more drinks. I've got a couple of Jack Daniels to drink. Roney's drinking a nice bottle of wine that tastes like vinegar. Because I had a taste of it, it's fucking minging. And we're going to sit and enjoy this food. So, if you've been watching all the way through the video and you've got to this bit so far, thank you very, 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 very much. It's well appreciated, but we'll see you in the morning. Roney, anything to say?
Have a peaceful night.
Right, well, good morning everybody. It's after 9 o'clock in the morning. Obviously it was a very late night last night. I woke up at 3 o'clock this morning in front of the fire. I think I fell asleep about 1, 2 o'clock. So, gone to bed 3 o'clock. Really, really comfortable sleep. Obviously, I'm still having issues with my back. All the hard grafting I done yesterday, all the fetching and carrying and cutting and chopping and things, has played up a little bit on it, like. But other than that, a comfy sleep. A slight little slope I must be on, because I slid down a little bit. So all I need to do is add a little bit of wood to the bottom of the base, to the base of the bottom of the bed, and that should be happy days, like. But yeah, brilliant, comfortable sleep. No issues with that at all. So happy days, like. So I was going to take it nice and easy this morning, and get sorted. So get decamped, packed away, do a few little bits and pieces around the camp. I'm not sure how much I'm going to be able to do, like, but try and get as much done as possible. Even just a few bits of wood prep ready for the next time will come, and that's it. Roney's awake. He's just getting himself up and about as well. So we'll get some, get a brew in there on, I think, and just take it nice and slowly. No rush of the day. It's actually still quite dark in the woods for 9 o'clock, like. You wouldn't think it, but yeah. Anyway, I'll catch you in a bit. Right, I'm sitting here on my bed, with my table next to us, brew on the go. It's still dark in the woods, like. It is getting a bit lighter. Just had a little trickle of rain come down, but my water's boiled already before I started doing this clip. So yeah, I'm just going to have a cup of tea and some porridge, and then start slowly packing my kit away, and do a little bit of prep for the next time we'll come up, and just see how the day goes. So I think as long as I'm home by about 3, 4 o'clock, I should be alright. But yeah, the rain has arrived. No better than working and packing up in the rain, eh? Eh? Right, anyway, I'll catch you in a bit. I'm going to have a nice brew. Right, just a quick update. It's 12:15 in the afternoon. I can't believe it. The morning's just disappeared. Just been sitting having some brews, chilling, and I've just started having a slow pack away. So as you can see, most of my sleeping equipment and bits and pieces are gone. I hate packing up. It's the worst part about coming out camping, is the packing up, because you know it's over, and you've just got to put everything away, and it takes bloody ages. Because when you're at home and you're packing your stuff to come, you've got all time in the world, haven't you? But it's a technique, and it's remembering where everything goes and how you put it in to get it all back in. Because sometimes you can bring loads of kit out. I've bring too much kit me. I need to start degunging things I'm not using, leave at home, and then if I need them the next time, then I'll take them out. But so anyway, time's are ticking. I've got a bit of wood over here next to the fire. Excuse that, that's a bag full of rubbish down on the bottom there. That's all like empty cans and that. Still got a couple of bits and pieces to pick up. But this bit of wood here, that's going to go onto my bed just to raise it up slightly. So that's happy days. The bed's going to be out in the elements in any rate, so it's going to be wet and damp when next time I come to stay on it. But hopefully that'll stop us from sliding down a bit. But other than that, we've been talking about doing the same process again over at the fire area. See where we've got our shelter built there with the top. But what we're going to do is, because me and Roney, we're sit quite far back actually, and last night I actually sat really close and you could just feel the heat of the fire. We're going to put a bench exactly the same as what I've made, another bed along here the next time I come, build one of them, and then it'll be something to sit on, but I'll make it dead wide so we can put stuff on the back of it as well. And then if, say, one will come up by ourselves, we just tie a tarp up and we'll sleep here next to the fire rather than setting up different areas. Roney's really likes the bed that I've made, so he wants one of them built in any rate. No, he wants a bed made and all, so we'll get round to making him one as well. So that's 2 beds we've got to make. Then all we need to go around the beds is shelters. We're going to end up with a massive camp again, aren't we? I can just see it happening. Not right, Roney? I says you want one of them beds made. I says, but then once we've got the beds made, all we need is some shelters to go around them. So we're going to end up with a massive camp again. But and Jazz was trying to keep the fire area camouflaged, and we're building loads more stuff. The horrible process of packing up. It's absolutely horrendous. But I tell you what though, it's definitely comfy sleeping on a bed. Right, hi everybody. Right, well, I'm all packed up and ready to go home. So all the shelter's been taken down. I've never been able to achieve anything that I wanted to do today. My stuff's all packed and ready to go. My Bergen just looks massive, but it's a bit lighter than what it was. Obviously I've got tarps that are wet now, so that'll be extra weight. But I've got a carrier bag full of rubbish, 2 empty bottles to take back and fill up and bring in the next time. And that's it really. Tripod underneath the bed, my bit of wood to put on the base of the bed when I come back the next time. That's it. So, right, oh, I just nearly fell back over there. Quick question for you. Do you think taking the slats off the top and standing them up against a tree will keep them drier than leaving them actually on the bed itself? As Roney suggested that, I'm debating whether to do it or not. So answers on the comments if you think that would be easier. Plus it'll leave it not standing out as much as well. But anyway, Roney's over here hiding because he hasn't put his teeth in this morning because he's never been eaten. So I can find him somewhere. I can't see him. He's where is he? Where is he?
I'm just giving you my fact of the day. The first person done for speeding was doing 8 miles per hour. See you later, you beck.
Bye bye.